Hey, this is Meredith's husband. I've got some SEO advice for you, but I'm going to keep it really simple so that you can understand it, so it makes sense, and most importantly, so you can actually use it.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Glad it's Friday.
Oh my gosh.
How was your week?
I was busy. Everything is so busy now. It's kind of that crunch time when everybody needs everything and everyone's booking and I just made an appointment to get my booster too.
Oh,
just to be extra careful. Yeah.
I didn't know
How
we
was
could
your
do
week?
that.
Yeah.
It was good.
I can.
You can. Why are you special?
Well, because I'm in such close contact with so many kids.
Oh, okay. Can I argue that I'm in indirect contact with so many kids because of you?
Yes. All right. Yes, you could.
Anyway, my week was good too. It was busy. I noticed things have all of a sudden picked up quite a lot since COVID was, created quite a lull in the business world.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden there's like a rush of people starting things. So it was a busy week.
Nice. It does seem like there is a somewhat of an emergence coming back.
Kind of like awakening or something.
Yeah. Renaissance. Renaissance.
So this week, I wanted to give some advice about how to start what I think is the easiest way to start an effective blog for SEO. purposes.
Okay, cool.
The absolute easiest way.
All right. Okay. Excellent.
I'll get to that in a second. But you had an email come in yesterday, the day before. Can you just tell us a little bit about? Don't say where it's from because I will. I might bag on them a little bit.
Okay.
And I don't want to bag on anybody by name. But tell us go through the content of what this email says. And you got this out of the blue, right?
Yeah, I got this out of the blue. It says, "Attention, Meredith Zinner Photography, you're one of the top 11." It says, "Hi, Meredith, congratulations. This year, we responded to consumer nominations for family photographers in Brooklyn, and Meredith Zinner Photography was nominated and passed our selection process. To ensure we've accurately defined your business to your future clients will be needing your services, could you please check the details if there are any revisions needed? Your online profile is thiscompany.com/ny/Brooklyn/family portraits. Post your expertise badge and get 2 more listings. Be promoted to 20,000 daily site visitors without spending a single dime. Increase your site traffic through Google's organic search. Allow your webmaster to follow the instructions below. This helps us differentiate active providers on our website and know who to redirect our inbound customers asking for recommendations and know who to prioritize for our 2022 listing. Your 2021 award preview."
Okay.
Best regards.
That sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah, it sounds pretty
Sounds
legit.
Impressive. It's too bad it's a pile of horse shit.
It is.
Yes, this is such a scam. This type of stuff makes me furious as a professional in this industry. And I'll get in.
And why is that?
So
it sounds super legitimate.
So this sounds awesome. It sounds like, wow, too good to be true. You've won an award, blah, 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 all this good stuff.
How did they know?
Yeah, well, the criteria for winning these awards and getting these badges is that you have a website and you fall into one of the categories that they have on their own website. And what they're doing, you remember in one of the previous episodes, I mentioned white hat SEO and black hat SEO.
Yes.
This is a pretty good example of black hat SEO. Because they're reaching out to you and they say, you're going to get all this stuff and they're going to send all these new customers and stuff to you. And what they do is they then ask you to put this badge on your website saying, I'm one of the top 11. I'm a winner. It's some sort of validation. Social proof.
Yeah, it looks impressive.
As they say. What they don't tell you is that in that badge, there is a link back to their website. So what's happening is you're taking the value, the authority, whatever authority you have built up on your website.
Right.
It's either little or it's a lot or it's none. and you're sending it to them. You're linking to them. You are improving their SEO at literally at the expense of your own SEO.
No way.
Yes.
How can they do this?
Oh, this is a common thing. This is how
because I've received, there were a couple of these. They're like, improve your listing, and
this is a very common way to launch a new site. And then what they're going to do is they're going to, then once they build up traffic, they're going to turn around and they'll charge people for featured listings. They'll charge advertisers, and they will build up their traffic by scamming your SEO juice.
No way.
They will steal your link juice. Yeah. So this is when I'm sure you've heard or seen the Yelp badges.
Yeah.
Same thing. Now, if you want to put, if you have good Yelp reviews and you want to put your Yelp, rating on your website, take a screenshot of the reviews. Don't use other website badges, because inside that badge is a link to their site. And then also, guess what happens if your client or potential client follows that? Guess what? All your competitors are right there next to you, next to your name. That's not what you want to do. Houzz, the website Houzz, HOUZZ.com.
Yeah.
They got busted for doing this because they did the same thing. And then also in that badge, they stuffed dozens of keywords. It was really unethical.
Like which keywords?
Keywords that help their own ranking. So
my goodness gracious.
Not even necessarily related to your website, but you're promoting Houzz for God knows what, and you don't see it. You don't even know.
Wow.
I think they have stopped that, but when that kind of became well known, there was it was a big topic in the SEO world that such a big company was doing it, such a low level tactic like that.
Now, I wonder if, for example, the PPA, which is a Professional Photographers Association, if you have a badge from them, if they do the same or other people do the same.
Probably. That would be a little bit different.
Right.
That would be that. So there are times when a badge like this is legitimate. For example, in my industry, you can be you can have a Google verification. You can be kind of licensed by Google and all, not licensed. That's a poor choice of words, but you can get you can take an exam that Google provides. You pass that exam, and then you get a badge, or you get a logo, and you can put that logo on your site and says you're a Google partner. And then if somebody clicks on that, they will go to your own profile on Google, and they can see all the tests that you have passed on Google. Now that's different. That's not, you might think that it sounds similar. You're getting a badge with a link back to Google.
Right.
Obviously, Google is not trying to build their own SEO by getting a link from your website. They can do whatever they want.
Right. And can we at some point, maybe perhaps not in this episode, can we just go over how people think that Google is evil and Facebook is great?
Yeah.
Can we do that at some point?
We could do a specific. We could do a whole.
Let's do that, because everyone is like, no, Google's the devil. Facebook's okay.
Yeah, man. Got a lot of stories. On that one.
Okay. So stay tuned to an upcoming episode.
Right. We'll talk about that one soon. So anyway, those are those badges. So when you get these emails, don't fall for this. Don't do it.
So interesting. All right. Thank you. Because whenever I get any kind of email like this, I just always send to you and something like bullshit ?
Yeah.
Spam ? Am I this awesome ?
These sort of things this drives me nuts that people do this. I really don't like it. Anyway,
fair enough.
Let's move on.
Yes.
So an easy way to start blogging. So I've talked in the past about blogging, why it's important for SEO, why you should think about blogging as a resource rather than articles. Because I know you have done this in the past. I imagine most photographers have done this. Like they want to blog, they have a session with a family or a client. They create a blog post, a bunch of images. They put a few sentences at the top. Check my latest epic. Session.
We love the shoot.
but that does nothing for SEO, to be honest.
Mm.
Years ago, it was different, but in 2021, there's no reason to do that. That's not helping your SEO.
Okay. What would help the SEO?
So, like I've said in the past, you want to think about creating resources. So, you want to solve a problem for somebody.
Yeah.
So, the first step, you got to figure out what that problem is.
Mm-hmm.
So, a very, very, very easy way to get started doing this is just go to Google. I'm actually going to do this on screen so I can be very, very precise. There's no video. There's no accompanying video here. But so let's do this for you. Let's say you want to find, you're just starting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to create a new resource blog post.
Yes, I do.
So go to Google and you are.
Me right now?
No, you don't have to. The person listening, everyone who's listening, you can too, if you want, I guess.
It's okay.
I won't know the difference.
Right,
So go to Google, type in children's photography.
Okay.
Do a search. You'll get some ads. You'll get some listings in the local pack with the map. You'll get a bunch of organic listings. What we're looking for is a set of questions. You know how sometimes you do a Google search and like there will just be some questions that people ask. When I do a search for children's photography, no questions appear. They don't always appear. So if that's the case, whatever you've typed in, whether it's children's photography, wedding photography, lifestyle photography, whatever that is, after that, start to type a question. And I usually just start by typing in WH, start to type the word what.
And when Google wants to know your location, does that mean anything? Should you allow it? Should you block it?
I allow that because that's going to give me local results.
Okay.
I don't typically let other websites do that unless I want to see some sort of result or content specific to my actual location. So children's photography, you'll see the first listings will be ads. Then you'll have the local pack. Then you'll have some organic listings. Now, what we're looking for is the set of questions. So it'll say like, common questions people also ask, featured snippets, something like that. In this case, I just typed in children's photography. There are no questions. So what I like to do after children's photography, I just start to type in a question. Usually I begin with the word what or how. So no matter what you're doing, if it's wedding photography, children's photography, family photography, whatever, a question, once you start typing the word what, you'll see some questions pop up. The questions I see here are what to do, what to know, what to wear, and what is.
What was that last one after what to wear?
What is.
Oh, okay.
Just what is. What is children's photography? What is? I don't know. Evidently, people search for that. So I'm going to choose one here. I'm going to say what to wear.
Okay.
And the reason I'm choosing this is because I'm looking for something that you can write, something that you can create that's going to answer a specific question for your potential customers.
Right.
So now we see a section up near the top. There's one listing. And then after that, it says people also ask.
Oh.
Or I'm sorry, it doesn't say people. Oh, yeah, it does say people also ask. Okay. So it says people also ask. And I'm going to say, so these questions are, what should kids wear for a photo shoot? What should a toddler dress for in a photo shoot? What should you not wear to a family photo shoot? These are questions that you probably, I know that you do this personally. You provide to people before a session. You tell them, give them the guide, what to wear, what not to wear. Yeah. So this is kind of general information. I want to drill down a little bit past this and get to a very specific question that you can answer very easily. Okay, so I'm going to pick one of these. Let's try, what should kids wear for a photo shoot? That's going to open up some more questions down beneath. And these questions are going to become more specific. So now we look at these, and these questions are, again, how should a toddler dress for a photo shoot? What should you not wear for a family photo shoot? What is the dress code for a photographer, which isn't really going to help. I don't think your clients are looking for that. Maybe they had a photographer show up in like jean shorts and a tank top and were like, hey, what's the dress code for a photographer?
Or just naked.
The next question, what should I wear for an outdoor photo shoot? And finally, what should kids wear to the park? Which doesn't seem to be photography related. So out of these, I'm just going to take a stab and say, This question here: what should I wear for an outdoor photo shoot? I bet you could answer that pretty easily, right?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, preferably.
Well, what's interesting is that there are different photographers do think different things. Like there are definitely the white shirt and jeans family by the beach, the khaki pants, white shirt kind of thing. There's the neutral layers thing. I mean, everyone.
You see what you're doing. You see what you're doing. You're already answering this question. You're starting your own blog right now. So what you want to do, so this is not something that you might remember I said you blog for two different reasons. One, to get links.
Yeah.
And two, to get direct traffic from people answering specific questions. This obviously falls into the second category. So what I like to do when I'm creating blog posts, when I'm creating resource blogs of my own, I find questions like this. Sometimes I use Google, sometimes I use I usually use other tools, but Google is the most accessible and free way to do this. I then answer this question. And what I do is I just record it. I just do what you just did. I start speaking the answer and I record it.
Oh, really?
Now, if you can speak into camera and do this on your phone, great, super. Take a little selfie style video and do it that way. That's great. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that, but just record your voice. You can do that on your computer, on your phone, however if you have a mic connected to your computer, super. The audio quality does not need to be perfect. So this is just going to be for you.
Oh.
So record the answer, whether it's a minute or 20 minutes, just record your answer. Then you'll have a file, you have an MP3 file somehow. What you can do is send that to a transcription website. There are a few of them. I'll put some in the resource section.
Okay. Are they free?
Some are free, some are paid. So it depends. Some of them are automatic. Some of them are machine generated. Those are going to be either cheap or very free.
Right.
I'm sorry. They'll be very, very free. They will be, let me try that one again. They will be free or very cheap, the machine ones. You can also, thank you. You can also, you can go to Google Docs. Google Docs has a really good typing, I think it's called voice to type feature, where you can, actually, if you do that, you don't even need to record it. You just open up a Google document and just start speaking, and it will transcribe just right there on the page in front of you. It's actually pretty cool, and that's totally free. Now, when you do that, when you do the machine ones,
really free.
Yeah, it's really free. It's very free. It's the most free of all the free ones. So when you do the machine generated one, they're not going to be perfect.
Right.
They're not going to pick up everything. They're not going to break your paragraphs up where you want them.
Yeah.
So you'll have to do that later. Yeah. That's totally doable. This is a whole lot easier than sitting down at a blank page for me. Yeah. And I think for a lot of people. I mean, think about your industry, no matter what you do. I'm sure you could sit down and talk about it for some aspect. Right. If somebody asks, I mean, I started a whole podcast because I can't stop talking about it. Like, it's easy for you. Hopefully you enjoy what you do and you like talking about it. So do this, send it to a cheap or very free transcription service and have it done with a machine. Then you'll need to edit it.
Yeah.
You can also send it. There are also services like rev.com. And again, I'll put these in the resources where you can send your audio file. You can put it online.
REV as in a victorious, a vampire?
REV.com.
REV. Okay. Yeah. Really elephant.
I have no idea what it stands
vertical.
for. Yeah. I had no idea. But they will do it manually, and it's pretty cheap. Oh. It's like $1.25 a minute, I think, and they just outsource it. They have transcription professionals all over the world. You'll get it turned around within a day, and if it's a 10-minute video, it's $10. It comes back perfect. It comes back absolutely perfect.
That's worth it.
So you don't have to worry about it. Now, if you're doing a lot of content this way, then that could get expensive. So you might want a better option. You're still going to need to edit it, though, if you do that cheaper option. And then I would go through and I would do things. You'll probably find yourself breaking up into paragraphs, changing the line breaks, add some headings.
Right.
Because this is going to become a blog post. So you want to put a main title, you want to put some subtitles, break it up that way, and make it readable.
Yeah. And those, we still just want to remain true with those, not like using any keywords or quote.
You're not really, you're just trying to answer the question answer the specific question that you found on Google. And when you answer that, you're going to be using enough language in your blog that Google's going to relate those keywords. The days of like strong keyword focus in Google are over. It's more of a conversational. So Google knows that if you're talking about photography, that you also mention images and kids and
portraits. Family,
it's gonna add all this together.
Photography, photographers, photographs.
Don't worry about keywords at all.
Okay, can I also ask, when you said take a little video of yourself, is that again for the same reason, or is that for all?
I'll get to that in just a second. Okay. But when you put the only place that you really want to worry about keywords is when you go back and add a heading. And add some subheadings to your text. That's where you want to put your keywords. Those are called your H1, H2, H3, H4 headings. Those you want to put so in that, let's say you're answering this question, the question we're answering, what should I wear for an outdoor photo shoot? I want to make the title of that, the first heading, what should you wear for an outdoor photo shoot? Or what should I wear for an outdoor photo shoot? And put it in. If you say, what should I wear for an outdoor photo shoot? Put parentheses around it. That's the title of your blog. Because you want to appear for this exact search.
Wait, put parentheses around it?
I'm sorry, quotation marks. Quotation marks.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Thank you.
Interesting.
Because you either want to make this, you're going to either write, what should I wear for an outdoor photo shoot? And that's going to be your writing, but you're not saying this. So you are quoting this question. That's a question that the potential client will be asking. If you are writing this from your perspective, you would write, what should you wear for an outdoor photo shoot? But you want to align yourself with the reader, you want to align yourself with the user. You don't want to give them your opinion. You want to answer their question, even though, hey, guess what? Same thing.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, guess what? Same thing.
So now you have a blog post. You got a blog post. You have a blog post. It's probably, if you talk, I don't know what the calculation is to figure out the number of words, but it's probably going to be a decently long blog post. You talk for 10 minutes, it's probably 1,000 words. I don't know, but this is a really easy way to come up with a blog that's going to be a resource, like I talked about. Now, to answer your question about the video.
Yeah.
So the next thing you can do with this is if you did a video, or you like your recording, you can start to break that up and use it on social media. So if you're talking into camera, take a segment of it, put it on Instagram or YouTube or wherever you use social media, break it up. Now you have you might be able to, this is not, I would say cornerstone content, but this is
what does that mean?
Cornerstone content is like a big piece of content, maybe not big, but an important piece of your content on your website that you're going to have other pieces of content that kind of branch off.
Got it.
So this might not be that important, but this is a piece of content. So now you take this content and you repurpose it, you chop it up, you put some here, there, wherever, like I said, wherever you're doing social media,
right,
to start to get more eyeballs.
Got it. You sprinkle the seeds in a garden.
I was just going to say that. And let's say, you remember I said you can do this recording and don't worry about the quality. It's just going to be for you.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to redo it.
Right.
Because you now have a lot of times what will happen.
Like that was a first draft.
Yes. And a lot of times what you're doing, what I do, I very often end up redoing the recording because now I've looked at the words on the page and I say, oh, you know what? I should say this before I say this other thing. Because I would have a tendency to just ramble when I make the first video. So now you can go back and just redo that recording. And it's now easy to redo like 2 or 3 times.
Right. Well, yeah.
And then if you want, then you can take the audio and put the audio, you can cut up the audio and put that on social media somehow. So that is about the easiest way I know of to start blogging in a way that is creating a resource that has some real SEO value. Because now if you start to rank for questions like this. So, we just answered the question, what should I wear for an outdoor photo shoot? So people looking for that answer might be in your area. They probably will not be.
Right.
So so this person is probably not going to hire you. But if you start to rank for this question, you're building up your authority in Google. And it starts to make rankings higher for everything else also.
Oh, nice.
So now you're building authority.
Awesome. Thank you. That's a good point. And
thank you.
This podcast was very, very free.
It was very free. The next one is going to be even freer.
Whoa. I can't wait. I'll tune in. I hope you all do too. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you, everybody.
Spread the word. See you later. Bye. Hey, thank you so much for listening. We really hope that you find this helpful and useful. And if you do, what you could do for us as a thanks would be to, drumroll please, yes, leave a review. Yes, everybody says it, I know, but it really does make a difference. Take 3 seconds, leave as many stars, say something really nice about what you like about the podcast and maybe why other people would like it. It would mean the world to us, especially my husband. That better? All right, I'm going to try one where I'm not going to be charming.